Alright fellas, I'm back again. So this time I'm going to be doing the making a match for every single Cleopatra and space character that I hinted at in my last video. This took forever, I'm sorry it took so long, and I had to make a bunch of filler content, credit to the guy who doesn't want to be credited. But anyway, let's get into the list. I also want to make the list I didn't include every single character, some characters don't have names or don't really have feats. For example, I'm not going to throw Plover, the toddler orphan from book 3, into a death battle. That's just mean. Anywho, let's just get started and get this over with. First up, for Cleopatra versus Emily, of course, is my favorite matchup. Then Cozy versus Smudge from Warriors. Bakari versus Ebisu from Naruto. Octavian versus Cars from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Kensu versus Brambleclaw from Warriors, again. Keka versus Tigerclaw from Warriors, again. Man, I have a lot of these. Kefir versus Brokestar. Jesus Christ, how many of these are there? Admiral Hazelrig versus Admiral Hackett from Mass Effect. Now, this one doesn't have a lot behind it. It's just admirals with mustaches who are in space. Then there's Professor Williams versus Dumbledore, just headmasters of schools. Aquila versus Doomfist. They have powerful robotic arms that replace their old ones, and surprisingly became actually mid-tier threats in the verse because of that new arm. I also think it's hilarious that Aquila just destroys Doomfist if you give her full power. Next we have Pharaoh Yozira versus Jolene Cujo from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Direct descendants of the greatest heroes in their universe. There's a few other things, but I don't remember what they are. Brian versus Victor from League of Legends. Genius Inventors. That's all I have. Professor Jabal versus Octodad. Yellow Squid people, what more do you want from me? Zayd versus Hawk from Cobra Kai. Punks. What, do you expect something else? Professor Ptolemy versus Brick from Star Wars. Tough hand-to-hand instructors of military academies. Antony versus Gambit. Charming rogues who fight with small-thrown objects that are unexpectedly potent for their size. Penis metaphor. Thoth versus Tenjin, Japanese mythology. Gods of knowledge, writing, and poetry. Ra versus Zeus from God of War, godheads of pantheons who were killed. Anubis versus Asura from Asura's Wrath. This is actually a pretty cool matchup. There are angry gods whose children are lost to them, and they take out their anger by murdering the gods of their pantheons. It's also maybe fair, I guess, if you depend on how you scale Asura. Actually, maybe Kratos is better for either of them. He has a Gore the God Butcher, who cares? And finally, we have, well, not finally, actually, we have a few more. Phineas Farshers is a cabbage man from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Unfortunate merchants who are recurring comedic characters in their series. Fod Franzi versus Castus from Star Wars. Dumb bounty hunters who get involved with psychopaths way beyond them and die for it. Harkebi versus Jocasta Nu from Star Wars. They're librarians, or historians. Ophiuchus versus IG-11. Hunters who are tasked with destroying something who are stopped at the last minute by heroes. Ophiuchus was going to destroy the Golden Line, and IG-11 was going to kill Grogu. Mihos versus Emmett Otter from Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Otters, I had nothing else. Do you know how few otter characters there are in fiction? Well, thanks for hearing me out through this entire video. I know it's relatively short by my standards, and doesn't have a lot of substance to it. Leave in the comments what you want me to make my next video on, and I'll respond if it's a good idea. Thanks for enduring with me for this one. I really shouldn't have made this. Oh, I'll see ya.